Hey guys, welcome back to You Win Reviews. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment on the video for your chance to win some money. In today's video, we're going to be covering games. We're not talking about video games, but rather board games. And being that it's holiday time, I thought it would be a fun topic to cover something that's collaborative. So nowadays, there are a lot of games out that everybody competes as a team. So you either win together or you lose together. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, probably the first one that I ever saw like that was Pandemic. So in Pandemic, kind of good for the times, I guess. You're all playing together to stomp out a virus that's going on in the world. So the board kind of covers multiple countries and you want to prevent outbreaks. It's a really fun game. I don't want to give too much away about the game. Definitely, so they say 8+. I think that is accurate as far as an age limit. It's 2 to 4 player game. It's about 45 minutes to an hour play. Again, you could stretch the time because it's turn-based, so it's not time-based. And that's important because we're going to get into that in a second. This is the original. There are lots of versions of Pandemic, but what we're talking about is just the original, the classic one. I happen to like it a lot. So again, in this, you're assigned a role, so everybody has different abilities that will help them try and stomp out the virus. Definitely, if it's your first time playing, it's very helpful if somebody has played before because they can really run through the rules. It may be a little bit overwhelming just reading it through the first time, or just look up a video, watch somebody playing it, something like that. It's always a good way to jump into a new game. So this is the original Pandemic. There's also something called Pandemic Rapid Response. So I'm actually a much bigger fan of this game, especially if you're doing it with just 2 players, but only if you're already familiar with Pandemic. Pandemic, like I said, it's turn-based. You can really take your time. Rapid Response is time-based. So it's really nice when you say, hey, I have X amount of time. I have a half an hour. I want to play a game. And you know that you're going to be done in that amount of time. Again, you're playing with 2 to 4 players. It's really funny. Oh, there it is. So they're saying each game is actually only 20 minutes long. Again, 2 to 4 players, 8 players. Similar idea in how it works. You're solving a virus. You are traveling. The map is different as opposed to going kind of like a risk board style that you're going to the different countries. You're going around the map. But again, it's time-based. You are not going to be able to talk socially during this game at all. So when you're playing this, you're very much playing the game. It's all about the game, and it's a great 2-player game. Pandemic, the original, you really want more than 2 players, I would say. It's really best at 3 to 4 players, and you can definitely be social while playing that game. Both of them it's going to be like a great icebreaker also because you'll have plenty to talk about. People tend to chat about these games after playing them. Then we're going to jump into another one. So this is Forbidden Desert. Forbidden Desert, it actually says ages 10+. I would say this is actually a really good one if you have a younger kid that you want to play a game with, as long as you're coaching them through. Again, it's collaborative play. The basis of this game is that you're stranded in a desert, your ship has been destroyed, and you're finding all the components of the ship to put it back together and fly out. It's a flying ship. So again, this one's 2 to 5 players. You can actually play more people. 45 minutes, I'd say that's pretty accurate. Again, this one is turn-based, so you don't have to worry about time. You can definitely explain it to somebody younger. But it's also a lot of fun with older people to play. Again, pretty simple learning curve. Seems to get everybody when playing this is that one of the components is wind blowing to build up sand, and people always seem to get confused with that. So just read the rules. It's not really so complicated. So now I'm going to jump into more fanboy games. So we have 2 games left. The first one hits 2 major genres. So if you're a Star Wars fan, unlock Star Wars Edition. is going to be huge appeal to you because, hey, it's Star Wars. Now, all the unlocked games are escape room games. So I've never played any of the other unlocked games. But this one, also, nice surprise, it comes with actually 3 escape rooms. So once you play it and complete it once, there's no reason for you to ever replay it again. It's just like doing an escape room. If you do it once, there's no point to do that exact same one again. So you do get 3 in the box. I think it's about $30. But the nice thing is that this one, unlike other board game escape rooms, it has an app. So you actually connect it. I believe it's for iOS or Android. I did it with iOS, and the app was very easy to use, very user-friendly. So as you find clues, I wasn't sure exactly how they're going to do escape room in a box. It actually worked out pretty well. And going through them, so it's a tutorial and then 3 maps. The last one was actually really hard. Even map 2 kind of stumped me and my wife. We did it 2 people. And we're someone who's done a lot of other escape rooms actually in person. I think we've done somewhere between 7 and 10 now, and the harder ones, and we've never failed. So this is actually the thing that almost stumped us, but we did end up getting through it. We used some hints, which were allowed. So the way that works, you're going to find cards and clues. You enter in the numbers, you choose what you want to search, and you actually look for hidden clues inside pictures and stuff. And because it's app-based, there's some interactive things that you'll do through the phone that kind of make it a little bit more than just a board game and give you more of that going to an escape room feel. So I thought if you're going to do an escape room, it's definitely a great one to do as a board game version. And again, if it's for yourself or a gift for anybody who's a Star Wars fan would love it because it really does. It is Star Wars themed. And it doesn't look like they're trying to do that. The next one is actually the newest game that I've received. It was actually a gift for my wife. So this is Marvel United. This is really cool for anybody who is a superhero fan or a Marvel fan. What it is, it's a collaborative game. Just like all the others, you're all competing to do the mission. In this case, you're trying to stop the villain. So you're either going up against Red Skull, Taskmaster, or Ultron. You get to choose the persona of a superhero. So you're either Black Widow, Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Miss Marvel, Ant-Man, or Wasp. What is nice about it, anybody who is a superhero fan, or especially a Marvel fan, they gave different powers and abilities to all the people that kind of makes sense to their powers and their personality. So that was fun to see that they went the extra mile for that. Also, I know I didn't open up any of the other ones. And if anybody wants, I could do a much more in-depth review on any of these games. But just to show you, right, this one is actually packaged really nicely. But you actually have miniatures. So that would be Hulk. There's Taskmaster. So they're kind of cool miniatures just for that. Or here's an Iron Man. Or they are technically paintable. So I know a lot of people are into that where you can customize them also. I don't know what the full retail is on this game. I think it's around $30. But I know that we bought it on like a Cyber Monday deal or whatnot. Probably paid about $10 for it, which was a great price. Lots of colorful cards and pieces. The mechanics of it were very well designed. It is fun gameplay. And then the way that this one works, like I said, you take on the persona of somebody, and depending on which villain you're fighting against, the game is completely different. So the mechanics of how things are, the mechanics aren't different, but what you're doing is going to be really different about how you win. So it's not really playing the same game over and over, and it does have replayability to it. So it says ages 14 plus, and again, it's for 1 to 4 players. I actually played this with my 5-year-old. Because it's a collaborative game, you can definitely just coach them through it. So it's really great if you're somebody like me who wants to play a game with your kids, have some family time, and you're also a Marvel fan and want to kind of get them into it too. Great game to choose. So that just sums it up. Like I said, all of these games, I'll just show them to you all again as we wrap up. I bought them all. I played them all. They're all really enjoyable to me. I think that any one of them is a great addition to your game collection, especially for a collaborative game. There we go. So make sure, subscribe, like, and comment for your chance to win, and we'll see you next time. Bye.